While there's nothing like the thrill of finding something you've lost, the moments where we stumble across something incredible by chance are truly the most rewarding. But when these accidental discoveries prove to be life-changing, the term by chance no longer seems to do it justice. When a Texas woman discovered a strange object left on the side of the road, she immediately got out of her car to investigate. Little did she know that the surprise of a lifetime was waiting inside. In 2010, Judy Obregon founded the animal rescue organization The Abandoned Ones, TAO, after rescuing a wounded mastiff named Buddy. The pooch, like many other animals, was abandoned in Echo Lake Park in Fort Worth, Texas. The park was a notorious dumping ground for unwanted animals, but following her discovery of Buddy, Obregon made it her mission to patrol the area for any animals that had been left behind. What she discovered was appalling. Not only did Obregon come across numerous abandoned animals, but she was finding them at an alarmingly high rate. Her visits to Echo Lake started to become more frequent, and eventually she was making rounds of the park almost every day. One day, though, Obregon was feeling under the weather and considered shirking her self-imposed responsibility. Unable to bear the thought of a hopeless animal waiting for her help, however, Obregon hopped in their car and headed to the park. It would prove to be a life-changing decision. As Obregon navigated the park's winding roads, she caught sight of a strange shape near the tree line. Fearing it may be an animal in need, Obregon stopped the car and moved in to investigate. Approaching the object, Obregon discovered that it was actually a small pet house. Though she couldn't detect any movement inside, Obregon decided to take a closer look just in case. The pet house appeared to be almost completely stuffed with blankets and a large pillow. As Obregon reached inside, she quickly drew her hand back. Something had moved. Suddenly, a tiny snout followed by two large shiny eyes peeked out from behind the pillow. Someone hadn't just left a pet's home in the middle of the park, they abandoned a small dog with it. As Obregon tried to pull some of the bedding out of the house to get to the dog, she noticed that the pillow and blankets felt damp to the touch. Not only had this dog been left all by herself, but it had been out in the elements for quite some time. The dog seemed somewhat large to Obregon at first, but as it slowly emerged from the house, she realized it was just a puppy. Luckily for the dog, puppies were Obregon's specialty. With the little dog now in her arms, Obregon noticed something strange about its appearance. Large chunks of fur were missing from the puppy's back, exposing a large patch of raw, irritated skin. Obregon rushed to the vet to see if she could find out more about the sick puppy. After a quick examination, they determined that the little dog was only about 10 months old. The vet also diagnosed the puppy's skin condition as Demodex mange, which had become severely infected. This, Obregon believed, was most likely the reason why the dog was abandoned in the first place. Obregon was determined to give this little dog as much love and care as possible. As such, she felt that the puppy needed a name that fit her perfectly and had important meaning. Taking note of the puppy's prominent eyes, Obregon decided to name her Najila, or Gila for short, which is Arabic for eyes that glisten. The name definitely fits. In order to treat her infection, the vet prescribed Gila with antibiotics and medicinal baths for her mange. According to Obregon, the medicated baths definitely helped to relieve the exhausted pup. After such an ordeal, it was no surprise to Obregon that Gila slept straight through her first night at home. Gila also had a healthy appetite the next day, another sign that the puppy was already on the road to recovery. Despite the trauma she endured, Gila is the sweetest puppy Obregon's ever rescued. And judging by TAO's frequent social updates, Gila seems to be adjusting well to her new love-filled life. On May 4th, 2017, Obregon announced that she found a foster home for Gila. The lovable pup will spend the rest of her recovery time there before TAO finds her the perfect forever home. Though Obregon is sad to see Gila go, she's amazed at how much progress her furry friend has made since she was first found. Soon, Gila will have the life every dog deserves, and the pooch will finally leave her painful past behind her for good. Najila is such an adorable pup. With a face like that, she's bound to be adopted in no time. Share this dog's incredible story with your friends.